Congratulations to my President Trump, because I sat here and watched every bit of it, and it was just so beautiful, the whole thing. He did such a good job. I kept hopping up with everybody else on TV clapping. I said, see, that's why I voted for him. That's why I voted for him. I kept saying it over and over and over again. I like honesty. And you know what? What they neglect to say on the news and right afterwards is that he has never diverted from what he said he was going to do when he was campaigning. Except for those dreamers. That's it. Other than that, he's on point. And people don't think that taking people's social security number and using that is it should be a federal offense. It would be if I did it. So I know that they should be held responsible in a great way and be sent back if they're caught that they did that. Those things like that, they said, well, hardcore criminals, that is a hardcore criminal because you have messed with somebody's life when you mess with their social security number. I couldn't believe that they did that. I was learning a whole lot of things that I know they're rude and that they think, to black people. I know that because I live in California. But I never thought that they were doing all the things that they were doing. So a lot of things that you're doing, and the anchor babies, that needs to be, come forth because they're paying them a lot of money. And the United States, America needs that money. 1800s. The case took place in 1800s in China. A China family moved here by the request of the United States. I don't know what they must have done something for the United States. They could have been scientists or I don't know. But they were invited to come into the United States. As time went on, they had a baby. Okay? And that baby grew up and went to school someplace else in another place. But while he was gone, his parents transitioned. Okay? When the parents came, when he came back and returned to America, there was a big court case whether he was a citizen or not. And he was a citizen because his parents had been pardoned by the United States of America. So what they did, they took that and saying that if you have a baby in the United States, they're citizens. And that's not true. And I'm really shocked that they haven't brought that up in public yet. Because they're going to have to stop paying that money out. The vets, we have veterans, people that have lost their lives for this country, need that money. So every time we turn around, they say, but our families, but our children, the dreamers, everything is a crying, whiny thing. But baby, you'll make it. You'll survive. They should not have children here that they cannot take care of. And they should not be using taxpayers' money in no shape, form, or fashion to survive here. And that's going to stay. A reform. What for? If you lived in California, you would know what I'm talking about. This state, I first came to it when I was 15 years old. It was a beauty pageant. And we stayed at the Hollywood Roosevelt. And the Hollywood Boulevard then was gorgeous. It's trashy now. It's real trashy. I looked at it and said, this is Hollywood Boulevard. Or you see those people with those award shows, and they're just some steel poles with some red stuff thrown over it. There's nothing glamorous about it anymore. It's just gone. California used to be a beautiful state, and it's just real trashy. You know, most of the places that you go, and I'm sorry, that's just what it is. I'm not the only one that thinks that way. Well, they would have to just, you know, redo it all over again. You know, just like we're trying to do America. You're not supposed to put other people before your own. You can't do that. And if the vets were not eating, and if those vets are out in tents, nobody should eat. You know, got to adjust that. The reform for what? That will be a tragedy. And then those refugees, that those 2,000 people are going to go right back where they came from. I'm telling you. Can't feed all those people, and you can't do anything here in America. So President Trump knows that, and I like him for that. That Obama was bringing everybody and his mama, taking care of everybody but his own. And now he's stupid enough to move 12 miles away from the White House and have walls and stuff around his house. He's lost his mind. Y'all talk about me, please. That man, he has lost his ever-loving mind. Yes, he's the cause of all those things that are going on. Leaks and everything else. That's an organization that he has formed, a shadow government. Why couldn't he just leave? His time is up. And the blacks that want to hold on and be mad, you should have seen them at the address yesterday, those Democrats. They weren't moving, and I thought to myself, well, why go? Why are you there? You know? Go home. Your negative vibes and negative energy. But that's what I like about President Trump. You know? He is someone to really look at about how to push through things. And even if everybody is against you, you have to push forward and stay focused on what you are here for and what the purpose you're doing it for. What are you doing? What are you here for? What are you a president for? And he stays focused. So none of that bothers him. He's going to build that wall. The vets are going to get increase on everything, because that the best part of the whole address was about the soldier, and his name was Ryan. And he went through his transition in a battle, recent battle. And it showed me, what did I get out of it? It showed me that we are Americans. That we should look at the sacrifice that we have made for our country, and then you let everybody else come in feeding them and all that kind of crap. This is America for Americans. And he's putting Americans first. If it steps on American, any reform that people want for immigration steps on an American any kind of way, it ain't gonna happen. That's what I have all the faith. He surprised me with the dreamers. Because we do have dreamers in America. We have young people. If the school that I went to, I counted 4 black people, or other than Hispanic people. They done took that whole school. The whole school. And see, that shouldn't be. You know, but for most of the American kids want to go to school. I was old going to school. Want to go. And we should get the first dibs. Why? Because we're American. Ryan went through his transition for that. And it was the most touching thing I had. I was crying. I just couldn't. Because, see, I know what pain is when you're separated from people that really, truly love you. It is a pain that you can never, ever, ever, ever let it go. It'll always be there. You learn how to live with it. And it was just remarkable. And then the man that lost illegal immigrants are killing people, most of them. Why? Because they don't go to jail. They have one man in a state, I forgot what state it is, he's in trouble. That governor, he's in trouble. Because he's chastising the sheriff for going through the procedures he should have gone to deport this illegal immigrant that has been caught several times. See, that stuff is way out of order. They should be gone the first time. Out of here. You know. If that kept up, though, American people probably would revolt. You keep killing American people like that. I just don't see any good things happening if that doesn't stop. But I am so happy. Infrastructure, I'm pretty sure. You know what fascinates me? When people are driving down the street and their whole car goes down into a hole. Oh my God. That is that is bad. You know, been sending money. Obama sent $770 million to some Islamic temple. You know. Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did. He did a lot of sending money off and less spending money here. He put a lot of into the illegal, the immigrants, but he didn't put none into his own people and his own communities. If you had to do something, or America, he did none of that. He didn't give enough to America. And see, and I believe that President Trump came into play because of that. People are tired of that. You know, America's First was right on the money. He did an excellent job. So, kudos to President Trump. I'm so happy that I voted for him. And I'm so happy. So happy. And as far as Obama is concerned, I hope he goes to jail. And I'm just being honest. I hope they lock him up for what he's doing. See, you all are still looking at the suit and the Mr. Obama or Mrs. Obama, one of the two. She's with that soft voice and everything. She's an evil witch. Everybody said it over there. She's not a nice person. And if she was, she would have did something for the mothers that lost their children. Something like Beyonce did. And I give all kudos to Beyonce for doing it. She just isn't, or he isn't, a very nice person either. And then again, we might be looking at a bunch of blacks that just wanted to get some money. You know, he's arrogant. He's got a rule. It's way above normal. Because who would do what he's doing? No other president, even Bush, the one that y'all say, but Bush, not even Bush. And he never, ever talks about a president, an existing one or before. And he wouldn't have never moved 12 miles from the White House. That's what I say all the time. You know, you get black people that make a little money, and you have to really say they're the same. You know, you just can't take that poorness out of them. You know, everybody else is used to having something, and President Trump, he's used to having something. He can't identify with the poorness or having that kind of drive to move 12 miles from because you are not the president anymore, or you don't like, you don't want all of your executive orders, or is it Obamacare? What made him do that? But see, you can't take the ghetto out of the man. Can't take it out of him. He's doing some really ghetto shit. You can't impeach. The only people that can impeach the president is Congress. So Pelosi and all of them, I feel sorry for her. I think she needs to be in the hospital. I think she's gone. And Waters, gone. And really, McCain should be gone. They're just old and their minds are crepit. So they should just leave, you know. I believe that he's going to do everything because he has not diverted from what he said when he was campaigning. And a lot of Africans I see when I go to my favorite one, he's in Italy. I love his music. Oh my God. It has saved me from some bad days listening to him. But I see where they say, oh, we're there for you, Obama. But you know what? In Africa, I have this criticism for them. They had a guy here that was taking from Guinea, I believe, was taking all the money from his village or whatever and living here. And that's not all the money that he was using and the reason why they were rich, but his father was the president. And I was talking to this girl from Africa and she was like, oh no, they're not. You should never say that about him. Oh no. And I was like, girl, are you out of your mind? Do you all fight over there? Fight for your rights? Speak up? He had been president since 1974, his father. And doing the people like that. You ain't gonna be no president of mine. You might, you know, we might have to cut a pig on him. If you know what I mean. For real, 1974? How are y'all thinking? So we don't think alike. I told her that man was no good. I guess they asked him to leave from here. I don't know. He might still be here. You know, because another lady that I met said her daughter was wanting to go out with him because he was called the Playboy something. Hollywood Playboy or something like that. He was no good. That one there. Anybody that does that is just not a nice. It's not that they're not nice. They're spiritually eventually going to get it. You know, but Africa's full of that. It's the way they think. I don't understand that. And now it's the same here, I would believe. If you know Obama's doing those type of things, then you still Obama freak. Something's wrong with you. Just because he's black and my president is white, but he is looking out for more black people than Obama ever did. Just by putting America first. If anything. That Black Caucus caught up to him. And I'm wondering, why did they go? Because where have they been? See, that's the problem I have with the black community. You know what else I have? What he needs to do, President Trump needs to look how much the black community, how much money they already have. And you know how you can tell? The church. If you can fill that plate up and pay your tithes and save up that money and do that every Sunday, some churches are collecting over $1 million. And you have the audacity to be asking somebody else for something. You won't even help yourselves. And you know what most of those people, those black caucuses and NAACP and you know all these big mouths that you see every 5 minutes, you know what they do? They pocket that money. That's why they want it so much. With the degrees and all that stuff, they pocket the money. That's what they're in it for the money, for themselves. Not for the kids, the 10,000 kids that have been affected by the pipes in Detroit, Flint, Michigan. You know, and I have a problem with that. And I do. You know, I don't go to church, right? I don't do church. And the lady that picked me up from the hospital, I'm so grateful for her, for taking me home. Every day I think of it, not a day. But she keeps putting scriptures in my text. And I was like, I told her I don't do church. I'm not into your Bibles. And I don't do that. You know, can we still be friends? You know, can we still be friends? And when it comes to black people, one lady said, I can't talk to you now. I ain't gonna talk to you no more. You don't like church? See, that's a mental illness too, to me. That's, let me be me and choose my own spirituality, and you be you. I accept you for you, and you accept me. That's fair. That's only fair. So I'm so happy for my president. And he was the bomb, y'all. Find it and look at it. It's really good. It's good news. Everything. And and he didn't change it because the Democrats don't like it. Or you don't like it. And you hate him and he's Hitler. Oh, I hate that. I hate that because he is not a racist. And he's not Hitler. The comparison is really rude. But I'm saying, I'm fighting against it. And he says, you know what he says? It's just politics. That's what he says about that stank Obama. I wish he would put him in jail. You know. He wanted a legacy, then give it to him. You know, he's an evil man. He was like that when he was in office. When he drug himself up there over Trayvon Martin and quoted, "It's the law." All of a sudden he knows what the law was. It was always the law when it came to black people. His own people. You know, he has other options than moving 12 miles away from the White House. He should have moved to Chicago. Or he should have moved to Ferguson. He should have moved into the communities where his organizing, that's where his strength is, in organizing, could help make a change in these places. So his legacy was us, black people. But I'm sorry, shoot, the white man got me. Because I'm for that white man. And I'm going to follow him to the end, too. Because I really, 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 really respect President Trump. It's unbelievable. He's into the Bible and stuff, too. I don't care. I don't judge people by that. But I do judge it when you try to stuff it down my throat. Then I got a problem with it. But I'm so happy. I hope that they put him. He had... You know, Obama has other choices, but his passion just never was into what he calls black folks. That's almost like a third party, a third person to me. Black folks, never my people. Black people, my people. Refer to us. Give us some affirmation that you are a part of us. Why people are so proud to have you as a president, or and all that. The 106-year-old lady that saw you and she just couldn't believe it, but she didn't understand that it takes more than black. It takes more. It took passion, integrity, and love and dedication to you in order for him to be great, which he did not have. It was all an act. You know, it was an act because he didn't put no emotions behind it. Them Islamic and those immigrants, illegal immigrants, and all of them got everything from that man, and black people got nothing. And he knew what they needed because he's black. He was supposed to be an organizer in Chicago. And all them niggas in Chicago love that man. It's just foolishness and ignorance. I'm telling you. That's why I think I've learned, being a supporter of President Trump, that you can't look at this. You can't look at the color. You definitely. Even though we've been through our slavery, I explained that on the timeline, how knowledgeable I am of my own struggles and my ancestors' struggles. I'm very aware of that. But today, this is a new day, 2017. I just see that you definitely almost can't trust that black person. That black person might be in it for the money. You know, not interested in the young people that are out here shooting each other and may need a little attention or some programs or something. He really could be doing something else, your Obama. He could be doing something else than what he is doing. So what he is doing is going to get him locked up if he doesn't stop. Pack your bags, pack your house up, and move away from 12 miles from the White House. What is that? He's trying to say he is the last president, right? We have a 45th president. And it's going to be always Republican. I don't think the Democrats are ever coming back. Because you know why? If they would help with this presidency, instead of doing the things that they did last night, oh my God, they sat there, they hissed them, and having that type of attitude is going to take them all the way out of the box. See, people don't understand. Just like me, you talk about my blogs and you talk about me, whatever, especially those people in Chicago, which was the biggest mistake I ever made in my life, was moving to Chicago. I should have moved to Europe with my aunt. I should, and everything that my aunt said about that whole situation, black, and I was black theater, black, all of that kicked me in my butt. And then they turn around and talk about you like a dog. Like, you know, why was I there? I wasted most of my 30s in Chicago, Illinois. And if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't have never done that. I had a little baby. My baby wrapped that sucker up and go to Europe and leave these people alone. So I don't judge because you're black. I don't want to go to theater because it's black. And your stories are really getting boring. And some of the stuff in Hollywood, guess what I did? I cut you off. I don't want you on my TV no more. There's nothing on there that I like. It's just gone to pots, even some of their stories. Ruby McCullum, that was the only movie I saw that had some substance. And I can get that at the library probably. And it's not because of money, I just don't want to support you. So there's the place Casting 60. They keep having me, and I send all my pictures to Casting 60. But you know, there's something wrong with that. And I looked up and did some research, and none of their reviews are good. And that's where you go out and do extras and stuff like that. And you know what I said to myself? I don't want to do this. I don't want this in my life. Because wanting that in my life at one time just took me to a bad place. And people say, oh, it was your fault. Well, you're right. It was my fault. And that's why I have corrected it. I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. My president. I love my president. I love my president. I do. He is the bomb. Oh my God. Oh, I was up I couldn't believe it. And it was like a ha 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 to those Democrats. But getting back, it's all going to be Republican from now on. That's what that 44th president, he's the last president. He's the last Democrat president ever. And he's the last president with that type of mindset for America, letting everybody in and all that kind of crap. That is over. We're starting anew. And that mindset is gone. $770 million to Islamic. That's disgusting. When we got vets out here in a tent. That's disgusting that you let them Mexican borders open when we had vets out in the street here in California. You will never believe it. They're living in tents. Men that gave their lives for our country. It's over now. They're first. And that's what I like about my president. Look it up and look at it. It was fantastic. And I hope they put Obama in jail. I ain't ashamed to say it. I never liked him anyway. I saw through him after Trayvon Martin. I sure did. I said, There's something very wrong here. He is arrogant. Well, we'll see. Keep watching. So everybody have a good day. This is a very long video. I'm not scared to do it because I listen to other bloggers and they're very much longer than me. So, you know, I hope everybody have a nice day today. And please look it up and listen to the address. Stay in politics, because the thing is, that's makes the decision of if you're in the arts, it makes a big difference on your plays and your things that you do. Who's in that office and their belief and their mindset, you know. And the Republicans, you know what? I was a Democrat all my life. All my life. I've never been a Republican. And most people said, well, one guy said, well, I thought to be a Republican you had to be rich. Well, I am rich. Very rich. And we'll talk about that on another blog. Oh, well, I'll do it now. See, I was looking, a lot of people had a lot of good luck. Good things happening to them. One, she got another award for one of the things that she was in. I saw that, and I was happy for her for special reasons. Then there's one, I always look on her timeline. There's a special reason why I've never became her friend, but she went to Africa, and I was happy for her. I really was. But I thought just between them, and there was a couple of other people did some really great things, and I thought to myself, what did I do? And I always burn candles for my ancestors. Always. You come in my apartment, there's always candles burned. And there's a little altar. And my son has one. It's just something, I don't know. I think I got it from Grandma Lucy from Haiti, because I had such a good connection with her. It was unbelievable. But the answer came to me, and it was strong. It was almost like a boom. And I was looking into the mirror in my bathroom. And it said, "You're here." Out of all the things that I have been through in my life, and I'm alone. I don't have a lot of friends, and I'm not letting a lot of people come into my life because I saw that I don't need them, you know. But it said, "You're here." But my accomplishments was getting over, just like my president, all that hate and all that stuff, and he keeps pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. That's where the prize is. Now, I don't have like where people can say, "Oh, she's an actress," or "She's a musician," or "She's doing that," but I got much respect for me, for just being here at this time. And when I transition, I will still be here, because I don't believe in death. Just being here, still taking care of me better, more better, is a great accomplishment. Now, you guys have a good day today. I'm going to have a good day today. I'm telling you, I got a lot of things to do. And I'm happy. I'm happy because my President Trump, he once again reaffirmed that America is first. Ashe.